Well, welcome everyone. It's 6:01, so we'll get started with Forex for Beginners. We do this class on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, once a week. And really, it's just to help bridge the gap with everything that we're learning in Epic. What we're showing on the screen now is the Epic website. And just to review everything that we get from Epic, we have the live classes, which are at minimum the 7 a.m. Eastern class, which covers the New York trading session. And then we have the evening class, which is the Asian session, that's at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then for those who want to join later, we have the London session, which is at 2 a.m. Eastern. So no matter where you are in the world, there's a class for you. And in addition, there are intro to Forex sessions. Those are held, we'll have to check the calendar to be sure, but a couple days a week at 11 a.m. So that's an excellent place to start if you are very new, the intro to Forex. There are additional classes. There's what Epic calls honors classes. I know we have JoJo. He's a newer trader, newer to Epic, that is. He teaches the market maker theory. We also have Tokyo Pips. She goes over Heikin-Ashi candles. So there is a wealth of information. Plus the study halls. How can we forget? The study halls are at 7 p.m. Eastern. And a host of different traders lead those sessions and share their markups. I tuned into Jeffrey Rojas's study hall last night. He is like our crypto king, and he was going over the Bitcoin trade that's collected thousands of pips, and he's projecting Bitcoin to just go through the roof, in addition to XRP, which is the Ripple currency. I really encourage you all to plug into Jeffrey's either live sessions or study halls, because he shows us how not only to trade the cryptocurrencies, but how to actually purchase them and have them in our wallet so you can make money multiple ways. All right, so we talked about the live sessions, the study halls, all the additional classes. Be sure in your back office to click on calendar, because that's published at least on the Sunday before the week starts. And you can know which trader is leading, which trader or traders will be leading each class. And you can kind of plan your week out if you have certain traders that you like to follow. If you can't make it live, no worries. All of the classes are recorded. Now, the study halls are recorded as well, but you will find the study hall sessions actually in Epic University. So go into Epic University. There's the week 1 and the week 2 of the syllabus that Coach Max has designed. And on the drop down, there's actually a study hall option. So that's where you can find all the study halls. Coach Max does some, JoJo does some. The study halls, those are really valuable, as well as Jeffrey as well. So updates. I don't know how many of you were on, but David Luciaga held a training last night, and Epic is probably days away from launching freeforex.com. And if you don't know, Free Forex is an entire system platform. David is a whiz at developing with his programmers and the staff these wonderful marketing tools for us to use. The cool thing is Free Forex will be included in our existing IBO fee. So there's no additional charges, which I think is amazing. Free Forex will allow us to, for those of us who are building a team and sharing the Epic opportunity with others, Free Forex will actually allow our prospects to get up to 3 free signals each week. So they can know before they join that these signals are profitable and that you can make money even if you know nothing about Forex. Of course, they'll have to know the basics in terms of how to take the signals. Um, there's plenty of education in the back office. We can show you here in this class, intro class, how to take the signals. But this is going to be so powerful. Imagine we recommend, if they're brand new to Forex, that you help them get set up with a demo account. But imagine your friends, your family members, people you're prospecting to, taking the signals and seeing in their demo account how they could actually grow their live account. So it's definitely going to be a really cool tool to help grow our team and get the word out. What I'm excited about also, because I know I have some team members that have been asking, freeforex.com, there's a lot of powerful marketing built into it. David was just starting to show us last night, and I was blown away by it. But we will actually be able to see and share with others a breakdown of all the signals that Epic has put out. So if we're sharing the opportunity, sharing Epic with someone else, we can say, just last week, here are the trades that were called out. And you'll actually be able to break down the trades by the trader. So we can say, Coach Max sent out these signals, and here's how they did. We can show them Damos, Fire, US 30 trades, and all the pips and points we were able to collect just from his trade. So it's a really cool tool for us to be able to diagnose for ourselves, and share with others. All right. So before I forget, if you check the chat, all of these calls are recorded and posted on my YouTube channel. So in the chat, there's the channel. So if you miss a step tonight, or you want to review it or give it to a team member, feel free to share the channel. This call should be uploaded either late tonight or first thing tomorrow. So the way the class works, the format is I'll cover something new and or important, like the first 20 or so minutes of the class. And then the second half will be Q&A. So you guys come off mute, ask questions that you have. We normally transition over to Tradingview. That's a website/app where we actually do our chart analysis, and we take our trades on MetaTrader 4. So with that, we'll go into the content, what we're going to go over today, and then we'll go into Q&A. If you have any questions, post them in the chat. I'll try to keep my eye on it, and we'll go from there. So give me a second and I will share the PowerPoint that we're going to go over. Give my screen a chance to catch up. Let me try it again. Oh, there we go. All right, let's talk about moving averages. So, when we attend the live classes, these are 6, 7, 8-figure traders, and the classes are broken up into beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So, the purpose of this class, and specifically the one tonight, we're going to talk about moving averages so that when you're attending the live classes, you can maybe understand and digest the information a little easier, because we would have covered some of the basics here. So you can understand the vocabulary. We know learning Forex is like learning a second language. So we're just going to give you some basics here that can help you digest Epic University and all the live classes a little easier. So let's talk about moving averages. What are they? Well, it's an indicator that you can find in either Tradingview or MT4. To keep things simple, we're going to stay exclusively in Tradingview. That's where I do my analysis. You can actually download Tradingview once you get it set up. You can download the app and have it on the go as well. It's small. It's a lot smaller on your phone, but it gets the point across if you want to check on your trade and see how it's going. So the moving averages as an indicator is going to track price over a period of time. So here on this picture, this turquoise slash sky blue curvy line is tracking price. And that's what the indicator looks, that's how it looks on your chart. So there are kind of two main categories of moving averages. There's the exponential one and there's the simple. So the exponential moving average, we're going to call that EMA for short. And the simple moving average, which isn't used as much, that's an SMA. So here's the main difference. You want the curve of this line to track as close to price as you can. So the mathematicians figured out, because the simple moving average was used, the SMA was used for the longest. And basically, if you wanted to track price over the last 5 days, you would see where price closed for the day. You know, the market closes at 5 p.m. Eastern, a couple of minutes before. So if you looked at the last 5 days where a certain pair closed, and you average that over 5 days, that would be your average price. So, and if you string that along, that's how you get this curve. Well, the exponential moving average does it a little better because it weighs more the more recent data. So basically, it's going to give you a tighter fit, and it's going to track a little better and a little more closely to your candles. So here's how you can use this information. Say you're talking to a prospect, a team member. I'm building my team. And what has surprised me is that when I'm sharing Epic, I am so surprised about the number of my friends, family, contacts who are out there dabbling in stocks, and I had no idea. Lots of people have told me, well, I've been trading stocks. I do a little technical analysis. And, what if they say something like, well, I tend to use, the SMAs for my analysis. What are you guys doing at Epic? And, what's so cool about what you're learning there? And you can say, well, the SMAs, those are pretty cool, but your exponential moving averages, your EMAs, are going to track more closely to your price. So that's why I choose that. So be able to say just a simple explanation of why you're using the indicators. And that's the purpose of this class, is to tell you exactly what it is and just to give you a quick blurb so you'll know how to explain it if it ever comes up. All right, so let's talk specifically about the 50 moving average. This is probably one of the most popular moving averages that's used, one of the most popular indicators. So this chart is going to show you the difference between the 50 SMA, the simple moving average, and the 50 EMA. So let me zoom in a little bit. So the 50 EMA is going to be the turquoise, the light blue line. And the 50 simple moving average, we're going to show that in that dark blue or dark purple. So let's look at this uptrend. Let me get out a arrow shape. So let's take a look at price as it starts this uptrend. Which moving average, the 50 EMA in the turquoise color or the 50 SMA, which moving average is closer to these candles as the uptrend goes up? Type it in the chat for me. Let me know which EMA is closer to the candles. Yep, the 50. So take a look at this downtrend right before this strong bearish movement here. Bearish means price is going down. Bullish means price is going up. So take a look at this sharp bearish turn. Again, here's the 50 EMA, here's the 50 SMA, and you can see the 50 EMA is tracking closer to your price. So the whole point of this slide is to show you how effective the 50 EMA is over the SMA. The good news is you can put either one on your Tradingview You can use either indicator on your chart and you can test it out for yourself. So, trading strategies. Why do we care about the 50 EMA? What can it do for us? So, I want to keep it really simple and not bombard you with, 5 to 10 different strategies, because there are lots of strategies, lots of EMAs out there. Let's just keep it simple and let's start with the 50 and give you a basic way of trading it. Basically, when your candles are above the 50 EMA, that could be a signal to buy. And when the candles are falling under or below the 50 EMA, that could be a sign to sell. So this is one of the main features of Coach Max's 20 pip and dip, 20 pips and dip indicator. It definitely incorporates and uses the 50 EMA as one of the main parts or main features of that strategy. It's a common strategy known in the Forex world. So that's what we wanted to introduce you to today, just to keep it kind of basic, kind of simple, but something that you can actually put on your charts, immediately and start back testing it. You'll hear that word back testing a lot. Elise, along with Damo, is one of the traders that I follow with her lives, and she gives us lots of strategies, but she always encourages us, go back and back test. So what that means is whatever strategy you're shown, go and put that indicator or whatever you need for that strategy on your chart and look at price in the past and see if it works for you, if you need to tweak it or not. So when the candles cross over the 50, that could be a sign to buy. When the candles cross under the 50, that could be a sign to sell. That's the main strategy, and that's what we wanted to go over today. In addition, let's say that you are in a sell. So maybe, let me pull up another arrow. Maybe you entered the trade here as the candles and price closed underneath the 50. So maybe you're already in a sell. And so as we learned last week, when price temporarily goes in the other direction, we call that a pullback, also known as a retracement. Pullbacks, retracements, is a part of trading. We can't really, avoid that. So price is dropping, it's going in our direction. It starts a pullback, it starts a retracement. When it hits this 50 EMA, some would choose to put a second entry as it starts to fall again. So this could be a second entry here at the purple arrow. Price continues to fall, it's falling, it's going in our direction, we're in good profit. What happens? Another pullback, another retracement. It's just a part of trading. But when it hits this 50 and comes back, that could be our third entry for this sell. So that's the idea. So 2 ways that you can start practicing with the 50 EMA. The initial trade, and then you could also add additional entries when price checks or touches the 50 EMA again. Now let's go to Tradingview, and I'll show you here on the chart. I'll show you here in the PowerPoint how to put an EMA on your chart, and then we'll actually, to end it and round it off, go into Tradingview Live and put it on the chart. So, one second. So in Tradingview at the very top, this FX symbol, this is the symbol for indicators. So this is what you would click on, and this is the window that you'll see. By the way, this is also how you add the 20 pips and dip indicator on your chart. Let me throw it in let me throw in this tip because I get this question a lot. So here next to this magnifying tool, this is where you type in the name of the indicator that you're looking for. So if you type in 20 pips and dip, it's going to show up and you're going to see a little, it looks like a lock, and that lock is going to be red. The way that you want to search for that 20 pips and dip indicator is you want to click, let me borrow this arrow. You want to click here on invite only scripts. Click here, then search for the 20 pips and dip. You'll see David Luciaga's name here as the author. And then once you've been approved, that lock will be green and you can put this on your chart and you're good to go. I just wanted to mention that because I get that question a lot. A lot of people are thinking that they're not approved for the indicator, but you're actually not looking for it in the right space. You need to be under invite only scripts because it actually shows up in 2 different places. All right, so back to our EMA. We want to put an EMA on our chart. So you can type in EMA here and you'll see lots and lots of different choices. So we're just going to cover just 1 or 2 today to give you a taste, but there are lots and lots of different variations, a lot of different ones that you can try and test out. I'll just give you a few to start with and to keep things simple. So I like this one, this EMA, to keep it simple. And here's what you do, because I get this question a lot too. Click on the title of the indicator and it actually puts it on your chart. If you click here on the author, it's going to bring up some other kind of crazy pop-up window. So make sure you click here on the title. And a lot of times what happens is you're not sure it worked. So you may end up clicking it a couple of times. And let me show you what it looks like on the chart. So back on your Tradingview chart, once you click it once, it automatically shows up here. So the first thing you want to check is make sure you haven't added it multiple times, because depending on the plan that you have with Tradingview, the free plan gives you 1 indicator. So you kind of have to be kind of choosy in terms of which one you want to add if you're on the free plan. And then if you upgrade, I think, to the $14.99 plan, I believe you get up to 5 indicators. And it goes on and on from there. So if you get that pop-up message that says you've reached your max amount of indicators and you're thinking, no, I've only added it once, just make sure that it's not showing twice on your chart. Maybe you clicked it twice and didn't know. So it's not showing here, but there's going to be an eye icon. If you want to hide the EMA on your chart, you can click on that eye icon, and then the little gear wheel, the settings, that's what you want to click on to set it up. So here's what it will look like. You'll have the inputs tab and you'll have the style tab. So for the style tab, make sure this is checked, and that shows if you want to, you can have the indicator on your chart, but it not be visible. So make sure that this is checked. And so for this EMA, we want it to show up as the aqua color. Feel free to click on that and choose any color that you want. Also, the line thickness. You can have it barely visible. You can have a really bold line, and we'll go on to Tradingview and I'll show you. I just wanted to cover it here first. And then in terms of inputs, this is where you put the length, the number of days that this EMA is measuring. So let's say we wanted to do the 50. Those are pretty much the only parameters that I change. So the color, the thickness, and the length. So once you do that, let's see, did I show a picture of it? Oh, before we go into Tradingview, I wanted to show you 1 additional EMAs. So let's say that you're on the free version and you only have one indicator to choose. So if you choose just the EMA that I showed you, then that would be it. That's all that you have. If you want to get the most value out of one indicator, check out the Forex LG EMA setup. I wanted to point this one out because it's going to provide lots of moving averages all in one indicator. So once you add that one, let me show you what the settings look like. Oh, we got Mo on the call. Hey, Mo. Mo is telling us in the chart about another indicator that allows you to have two. Hey there. Thanks for that. We'll have Mo come off mute in a second. He has so much valuable information. He and Pitman do a mindset call on Sundays as well, Sunday evenings, as well as a markup with Mo session on Thursday night. So Mo loves GU. He's calling some trades for us as well in the London session. So thanks for that, Mo. So for this 4XLG EMA setup, look at this. You get up to 8 moving averages. The first 6 are EMAs. These last 2 are SMAs. And so for inputs, you can actually change these fields to indicate which EMAs or SMAs you want it on your chart. So one thing I haven't covered, typically for your lower time frames, your 5 minutes, your 15 minutes, you're probably going to use the smaller EMAs, your 8 EMA, your 13 EMA. The 50 EMA is kind of universal, kind of works on all the time frames, but the bigger EMAs like the 200 and the 800 are really good, like on the 1 hour and higher, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly. So the higher your time frame, typically the higher the EMA, the lower the time frame, those small ones can track price even better. So let's say we go over here to style. So for some reason, some of the indicators have nicknames, the mustard, the ketchup, the carrot. It's relating to the number of the moving average. Don't let that throw you off. So let's say that you wanted to include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 EMAs on your chart. Each one that you check will show up. You can choose the color of the indicator as well as the line thickness. And this screen here to your right is showing how this will look. So again, I wanted to keep it simple and really just kind of focus on the 50, but I got to let you know about all the other ones that are out there. So I know Damo has a nice scalping strategy using 2 of the smaller EMAs. I know that Elise has taught on her scalping strategy. So I want to keep it simple, but know that Epic, has what you need in terms of strategies. We're just going to kind of keep it simple and basic this evening. So now you guys come off mute. I will go into Tradingview and we'll actually look at an EMA, I think on the UJ chart. So 1 second, let's go back to Tradingview.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey there, who's that?
This is Mo.
Hey Mo, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing good, doing good. You ready for Thanksgiving?
I am ready. I am ready. I'm ready to eat. I don't know about the cooking part, but I'm ready to eat though.
I hear you. I hear you. So glad you're on the call. You got some extra tips for us?
I mean, so far so good. You've been doing great. I mean, you haven't left me anything to add in, so that's good.
Awesome, awesome.
I
Glad
just
to
have
have
one
you.
question. Yeah, that's great. But I had one question though. How did you find the 4X LG whatnot? Because I looked it up. I looked it up on mine, but it would not come up. I typed it in different ways and whatnot, but it just doesn't show up for some reason.
Let's try it. Let's see.
Okay.
I have it here, so I'm going to, well, I can add it twice. So here we go. Click on the indicator
Uh-huh.
for XLG. There it is. No space. You know, TradingView is very particular.
That's weird because I did the same exact thing and then it's not coming up on mine.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I don't know if anybody else on the call can try to do it on their own and see if
Yeah.
they can if it's gonna come up. Maybe it's just me, but I do have the pro version though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've had the free, the $14.99. I'm on the next one up now. I think that's the pro. But
Yeah, that's the one. The 14.99 one is the pro, which is the one
yeah,
that I have, and it's not coming up. I don't know what it is.
interesting. Can anyone else give it a try? Type in
It was called the
4XLG.
Yep, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, if I just put in the indicators and strategies in the search box, just 4XLG, and then quite a few selections came up.
That's what I did, and it's not coming up for me.
Huh.
Let's see if it works with lower. Did you do uppercase or lowercase, Mo?
I did both, lowercase and uppercase.
Strange.
Yeah,
Very
that's weird.
strange. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll keep playing around with it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not finding it. I'm typing it exactly the same.
Okay.
And yeah.
Anybody else on the call can try it. Let us know if you were able to get to it or not.
I was able to get it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I don't know, Mo. I don't.
Okay, so it sounds like it's just me then.
Oh man.
Okay, Mo. Sounds like that's a you issue.
And that's what it sounds like, right? So I'm gonna go back to the back of the back of the class then, and I'm gonna just be quiet. All right, you guys go ahead and do your thing.
No problem.
Sorry to disturb y'all. I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. We got it. So we are looking at UJ on the 1 hour, and we're looking at the 50 EMA. If you want, for some reason, to hide this indicator, maybe you want to look at a clean chart. Here it is, EMA 50. If I click on the eyeball, it's gone. I want to bring it back. It's showing. So it's just a hide function. And once you hide it, you'll see the line going through it. And here is that gear icon for the settings. And so you'll see the style. You click on the input. So for length, this is the 50. You can change it. This can be the 8, the 13. It could be any EMA that you want it to be. And here's where you can change the color. Most people kind of stick with this line, but you can make it kind of crazy with some of these other options. I don't know that anyone uses those other options, but you can also choose the thickness. So first, let me make it visible again. And when I click on settings, here you can go with a thicker line. You can you can choose the barely able to see it line, but you can customize it the way you want. For those who haven't seen my chart, if you right click on settings and on symbol, here, the first column is where you can change the color of your bullish candles, the candles that are showing price going up. I have mine in this blue color. And this second column is where you can customize your bearish candles when price is going down. Typically, you see green for up and red for down. Sometimes you see white for up and black for down, but you can customize it and make it your own. So looking at this, these trends on the UJ 1 hour, here is where price closed above. We could have gone in for a sell. Here's a retest, retracement, just a part of trading that we have to get used to. I know Mo does this a lot, additional entries every time it crosses. Okay, so this is a nice downtrend that we could have sold UJ. Here, the candles are closing above it. We could have gone in for a buy. Here's a retest, additional entry. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. It's 6:35. Any questions, any comments?
Tasha.
Yes.
Hi, it's Deborah. How are you?
Hey, good to have you. How are you?
Thank you. Fine. I just tried to do the Forex LG. It didn't go in mine either.
You
So
you were not able to find it?
no,
All
it
right,
didn't
well,
come up.
So I
it's not
figured it
just
out.
you. You did?
I figured it out.
School us.
So basically, when you type in 4XLG, make sure you type the whole thing and then hit space.
Forex LG in space.
Yes.
Oh, that didn't work either. I was thinking maybe I have too much on my page. I don't
It
know.
should still show it to you. It may not let you
Yeah.
add it, but it should
It should
still
still show
show.
it.
So
So I
adding
was I was
space
being
at the
impatient.
end.
Yeah, I was being impatient because when you type in 4XL, it doesn't pop up. You have to put the G and then put the space in. Like you literally have to,
Interesting.
yeah, you have to type the whole, first part off
Because
first.
I don't have to put the space. Do you have a laptop or Apple?
No, I have a desktop computer.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kept playing with it and it popped up. So I was like, okay, well, it made me look like a liar, but
No
oh well.
worries. Deborah, did that help you to add the space at the end?
Let me see. 4X LG space.
Yeah,
Nope.
still not.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I guess I have to play with mine too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me know.
Yeah.
TradingView is being a little tricky.
Yeah.
Anyone else having that same problem? Very strange. Okay. Well, any other questions, comments? Monica, how's your trading been this week? I haven't talked to you.
It's been good. I'm redeeming myself slowly but surely.
Awesome, awesome. Which you still looking at your GJ? I know you like the dragon.
Yeah, and I just had to slow it down a little bit and take my really take my time.
Awesome, awesome. So what is the main strategy that you're using, if I may ask?
I'm using order blocks and
Nice.
I'm using primarily order blocks, as a matter of fact. The FEG,
Nice,
which
nice.
is the imbalance.
And y'all, Monica is new to trading. And she is killing it. She devours the information, and our advanced traders, Damo and Elise, are teaching the institutional trading and the order block. So that's what Monica is referring to. So awesome, awesome. So proud of you.
Yeah, and trend lines help a whole lot. I love my channels and my trend lines.
Yes, I love channels. I love trend lines. Let's show you guys a neat trick in case. Let me see if I can find it here under trend line tools, because actually, if you look on the daily, I actually have a channel of price here, this downward trend. And a channel is nothing but a trend line at the top and a trend line at the bottom.
Yeah.
But TradingView actually has a tool that will do it for you. So I'm going to click on parallel channel. Let's see if I can get this to work on an angle. I'm going to do one click there and look at there. If I can get it diagonally right, I'm going to pull up and then I'm going to drag. Let's see if I can drag it down. No. Let me try it again. So parallel channel. I'm going to go on the bottom, get my line matching, and then drag up. And now it will be extended to the bottom and to the top. And here's how you can customize this channel. I'll go to settings. So here's the color of it. We can make it red to really stand out. We can choose a dotted or dash line. We can make it a little bit darker. We can make it bolder. And some people like to, let me go back to settings. Some like to add a background to it. So if I click there, now I have a background for this channel. It's kind of hiding the candles, so you can kind of make it really, really light. And there you go. That's just a fancy way to draw your channel. And if you don't want to use it at all, then these are just two trend lines, one drawn here at the top, touching my wicks, and one drawn here at the bottom. And the reason that it's typically parallel is that I can take this one trend line, Control C, Control V, because I'm on a PC, and price will basically follow that same trend on the bottom. So that's like a parallel channel. Okay, I see
That's
a question. Yeah. Hey, Nicole, I see a question from Nicole in the chat. As an intraday trader, do you necessarily have to enter your trades on a 15-minute, or can you enter on the 1 hour? Great question, Nicole. And I think you're going to get a variety of answers. You can enter on the 5-minute, you can enter on the 15-minute. One thing that I've learned recently is that you can actually, those of us who trade break and retest, that's the retail trading when you're basically going from zone to zone. One of the main entries that you're looking for trading zone to zone is a break and a retest. So let me draw a zone and see if I can illustrate that here. And Nicole, I'm gonna get to your question. So here's a small zone drawn here on the 1 hour. Well, let me come down to the 1 hour. And let's put some zones on this chart. A couple of ways to draw your zones. The easiest way that I found is just do trend line tool, horizontal line, and wherever you want to mark your zones, you can do that. And once you draw it once, you can just, I'm on a PC, Control C, Control V, and wherever I want to put these additional zones, I can just keep copying and keep pasting. Now, the one thing about that horizontal line tool is that it's really going to give you more of a key level. A true zone has, some space around it. So if you want to capture more of price at your zone, then go to geometric shapes and go to rectangle. And let's say I wanted to capture this zone here. Maybe I wanted to move that up a little higher. Okay, so that's more of a zone, and it's up to you as to how tall or how skinny you want to make that. And here the settings are kind of cool. So if you right click, select it, right click and go to settings, here's something you can do. You can click on extend right and extend left. And now, no matter how far to the right you go or to the left, that rectangle zone is going to be there. Because let's say you mark up your charts on Sunday night, and those zones, depending on the pair you're trading, those zones can be valid, the rest of the week. Price may create some more zones, but when you come next Sunday night to mark up your charts again, that same zone can be relevant. And without that extending tool, you'll have to click on it and kind of manually move it yourself. But this way, this zone will follow you. And we've seen cases where, price can respect a particular zone for years. So zones are very powerful. So back to Nicole's question. Let's say we were doing a break and a retest. Sometimes price doesn't always give you a break and a retest. A retest means a pullback, a small retracement. So let's find a good example of a break and a retest. Here's one. So let me get out a trusty arrow. So here, price fell below this zone. So we are looking for a sell. So, some traders will jump right in. If you want to be more cautious, then you want to wait for this pullback or this retracement. So Nicole, you can actually if you're patient enough, and I think that's the key, if you're patient enough, you can wait for the break and retest on the 1 hour. Like, how cool is that? I love the 1 hour because you don't have as many candles to read price action. All price action is what are the candles telling me? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Do I have a doji? Coach Max, wants us all to devour that candlestick Bible so that we understand what the candles are telling us. So here on this 1 hour, if you waited for the retest, then here will be the perfect entry. But, the question is going to be, what style of trader are you? When you see this bearish action here, do we have the patience to wait another 1, 2, 3, 4 hours to get that break and retest? So that's the advantage of dropping down to the 30-minute, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 2-minute, is that you can possibly see that break and retest earlier. Okay, but just know that when you go to those lower time frames, there is a lot of price action, probably more than we want to deal with. And sometimes it's kind of like a circus because price is going every which way. There are just a lot of candles. It's a lot of price action to digest. The higher the time frame, the cleaner the price action, but you got to be patient enough to wait for it. So that's my answer there.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problems. Question from Nathan in the chat. Using a 50 EMA, do you enter a sell after the candle closes below the EMA and a buy after a candle closes above the EMA? Do you have a specific time frame? So yes, to your first question, you definitely want to let the candle close. So here again, we're talking about patience. Because if you're on the 1 hour, you're twiddling your thumbs until that hour is up. Because just because a candle breaks through the EMA, above or below 10 minutes into that hour, that's no indication of where it's going to be when that hour closes. So again, that's where those smaller time frames can come in handy, because you can kind of get an indication, like a sneak peek. The lower time frames are just really breaking it down to give you like a magnifying glass to tell you what it's doing. So yeah, Nathan, back test and experiment. The hour time frame is great. The 15-minute time frame is great. It depends on your style of trading, how much time you have, and the type of trades that you want to get into. A lot of us, I'm more of a scalper / intraday. So I like the 15-minute for my entry, although I love doing my analysis on the 1 hour. Sometimes I look at the 5-minute for an entry as well. Okay, it's 6:49. We got a few minutes left. Yeah, scalper intraday. I hear you. No problem, Nathan. However, I am learning patience as I attend Jeffrey's classes. Jeffrey has been trading Bitcoin, and I'm kicking myself, true story, because I closed out my BTC trade before all those pips went out this morning. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's the kind of stuff that just sent me. Oh, God.
It does. But here's the thing. I was in drawdown for days because my entry wasn't sniper. When your entry isn't sniper, drawdown is the end of the game. So I was so excited to be out of drawdown that I closed the trade prematurely. Turned over the middle of the night, saw I had set a TP. Then a few hours later, I said, "Are you kidding me?"
Yep. Know the feeling.
But I understand that there are so many more moves to make. That Monica doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I know that between Forex pairs, between indices, between cryptos, there are trillions of dollars every single day. I'm okay with missing the move. I truly am. because
that's good.
I know there's another one coming. I know.
Right. I've been, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, Mo.
Totally
Yeah.
get that.
I
The,
miss
the thing about
Tasha.
it is, the
I
thing
miss-
is, it's good to become numb to it, but not to make it a
Yeah.
habit. You know,
That's right.
be numb
That's
to it,
right.
but don't make it a habit.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
you can
why.
Try
trade
not to
Bitcoin.
anyway.
What was
You
that?
can trade Bitcoin on the weekend, right?
24/7.
Yeah, on Saturday and Sundays.
Mhm.
Okay.
XRP, which is called Ripple.
Uh-huh.
Jeffrey has also recommended that as a trade. So yeah, crypto is booming right now, but it's developing my patience, because talk about a payoff, but you had to wait for it days and days. Let's pull it up. You had to wait for it in terms of consolidation.
Mhm.
Let's see. Here we go.
Tasha, is it as risky as the indices?
It pays as well, and it's volatile.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it pays as well, and it's volatile.
Wow.
So this is the move. This nice blue uptrend. Oh, it's in a nice downtrend, a nice pullback now. But I wanted to show you, I'm on the hour. Look at all of this time where price, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're talking about 15 hours of just sitting in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this, kind of up and down, kind of sideways movement. See, as traders, we like the trends, right? Let me get an arrow. This is what makes us money. Look at this. Look at this. Hundreds and hundreds, thousands of pips. But then what happens? Price kind of levels off and you kind of hang out a while. Patience.
Wow.
Boom. So this is the level of patience that you have to trade Bitcoin and to stay in a trade for days or weeks.
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
You say weeks?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's look at the calendar at the bottom. TradingView shows us the dates at the bottom. So let's say it's been in an uptrend for a while. Let's say we got in here. So look at this consolidation. This is November 14th of this year. Price kind of hung around. It didn't take off until, okay, this is just a day because I'm on the 1 hour. This is a day, November 15th. Then it took off for a while. And then here's November 20th, consolidation. On the 22nd, it dropped a bit. And basically no real movement for 4 days. Yeah, from here on the 22nd over to the 24th, and then it took off.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Tasha, are you using your same strategies and everything is the same that you're, as far as you using Bitcoin versus Forex or indices?
Yeah, you trade them the same. It's just that your account needs to be a little bit bigger for your crypto and your indices.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about pullback.
I knew it was a catch somewhere.
Oh, look at this. 616 down to 17,594. That's about $500 right there. From this point down to here. But guess what? We're still in an uptrend. This was just a steep pullback.
Right.
But you're talking about watching your profit drop $500. If your stop loss, it probably kicked you out your trade, depending on where your stop loss was set.
Wow.
You know, but this is when you go on the higher time frames. Let me mark that area. So I'm going to use the vertical line. Okay, this is where we had that big dip. But if you go on the higher time frames, look at there. If we're using just the 50 EMA strategy, we would still be in the buy because price did not close below the EMA.
Right.
So Jeffrey told us yesterday, every time price dipped, another entry. He had like 10, 20, 30 entries on this whole big size. Yeah, and then he would close some and just keep it going.
Right.
Every time price retraced and pulled back, he put in another entry. So that would be a key, if it didn't wipe you out of the trade, When
Right.
it that EMA, that's another Bitcoin entry. So that's why I love the higher time frames, because they can help you stay in the trade. Now let's look at that same dip down on the 15-minute. If you're only watching price here, when you see this happen, how many people would just get out the trade?
Yep.
Yeah, because you would think price was turning around. You're under the 50 EMA, because on the lower time frames, you probably could have sold this as a nice scalp. But the higher the time frame, then you
If you have a second, can you?
Yeah. What was that, Mo?
No, I was just saying, if you have a second, can you pull up the XRP from last? Because last night it was disrespectful last night.
Uh-oh, yeah. Let me pull it up.
There it is.
I haven't looked at XRP in a while. Let me just add it. Are you in that still, Mo?
I'm not anymore. Not after that one. That's why I said it was disrespectful.
What time frame should I go to?
Go to the 15-minute time frame.
Okay. Let's see what she did. Ooh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Ooh, that's
yeah, that all the way on top there. So if you go on the 1 hour, that way there's a whole week. Like it was nasty.
Yeah, that is disrespectful.
Yeah, you see that right there?
Ooh, look at that long wick.
Yeah, and the one before that too. The one on the last bullish candle.
Yep.
That long wick. And I watched it drop within seconds.
Oh my God.
I looked away for a second and I looked back and I was like, what happened?
What happened? And you know, not to scare everyone, but just know that, let me zoom in. What you see as a wick, when it's happening, it is a full body candle. You don't know it's gonna be a wick.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part. You don't know until that candle closes. So talk about wanting to close your trade.
Yeah.
I couldn't even close it fast enough. It was like a couple $1,000 just gone, just like that.
Oh wow!
Seconds. Yeah.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yes,
You'll make it back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the attitude, right? You know.
Yeah.
That's the mindset. You know, I needed about a couple of hours to get over it, but I'm over it now, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm not the only one that wants to throw the computer.
Oh no, you're not the only one. No, definitely not. I do that on the daily.
Did it take out your stop loss?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And I was trying to close it before it takes me out, so at least I can, get something out of it.
Yeah,
but it didn't. No, it didn't. Because I was doing a trading stop loss. That's where I messed up. I should have just let my stop loss be on the bottom, but I was trying to protect my account. So
yeah.
So that,
I wonder if the RSI could have given us a clue.
No, so what happened is that because yesterday, everybody was trading XRP and everybody was buying XRP. So supposedly, I'm doing my quotation marks, Coinbase went down when that happened.
Oh wow!
So it crashed it. So that's what they're saying, but I think they just manipulated it. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were trying to buy it because it was rising. It was moving. It was moving like crazy. And next thing you know, it just drops just like that within seconds. That sounds like manipulation to me, but
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like something.
Before we go, let me show you guys this indicator. This is the Forex LG Sniper TDI. Fancy phrase, right? This yellow indicator is my RSI. These blue bands are called Bollinger Bands. And the phrase is when the shark yellow is out of the water, meaning when the yellow goes over the blue, price is about to, in this case, because it's at top, it normally indicates a pullback. So the purple candles are my pullback, right? So notice when this shark is out of the water, a retracement starts. Not 100%, but here the shark is a little bit out and it falls. And the same thing here. It's not really out of the water, but I'm really cautious of my buys when this RSI is close to being out of the water. So it happens at the bottom here. Thanks, Mo. It happens at the bottom here when the shark is close to this band or close to coming out. Price is normally gonna buy. So I kind of like this one.
Which indicator is that, Tasha? Just
Forex.
Bollinger Bands?
No, because it all comes together.
RSI.
It all comes together. Forex, LG,
Okay.
Sniper, TDI. So it combines the RSI with the Bollinger Bands. There's another little indicator in here, but yeah, former mentor taught me that.
But the EMA is not in there. It doesn't come with that. That's a separate indicator.
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of loaded up over here.
Okay.
With my indicators.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah, so the RSI is definitely part of my trading strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to change the settings, or do you just use the default settings?
For my colors, I did, because I'm a little crazy on my colors.
Okay.
But
as far as the input goes, everything is.
Yeah, I didn't change anything on the inputs, only the style. And
take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
So I have these black lines. You can change where they show, but you can just keep those.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Those are your levels.
Did everyone get that?
Yes.
So that's the style. I didn't change anything on inputs. So yeah, anytime I'm going to buy, if my RSI is kind of high, that's a caution that maybe I'm not ready. Same way with my sells. All right, guys. Well,
thank you, Tasha. That was awesome. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
Yeah, too much sauce. Too much sauce.
Appreciate
it.
Excellent.
No problem, guys. All right. Anything else before we go?
No.
I know we have Miss Daisy on the call. She and her daughter Savvy have it's tomorrow evening. Daisy, are you on? Tell us about your prospecting call tomorrow.
Yes. Hi, Tasha. Yes, I am. I'm on. I must say, though, I'm much more of a beginner. Nobody seems to be as much of a beginner on here as I. So for me, the training session tonight for the EMAs was really great for me. Now, when you and Monica and Mo, you guys got a little bit further than that. No. Listen, I stayed on because the more I listen and I hear, when I get to that place, then I'll remember some of this. Oh, that's what they were talking about. No, I wasn't going to go anywhere. But the EMAs, the 50s and the SMA and the EMA 50, that helped me. So I stayed on. So I still learned something as well. Yes,
great.
Absolutely. And your question, yes, tomorrow night is our epic money conversation. And so that anyone will not be disappointed. Our epic money conversation is really all about education, and it's talking to people about the education component that's on the platform of Epic. We do not talk about building, and we don't do that. What we do is talk about the education and how that can fit in for those people that only are interested in the education and what Epic has to offer. Okay.
Awesome.
So that's what we're doing tomorrow night at 7:30 Central and 8:30 Eastern, and the link is in the group chat.
Perfect. I can't wait.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that, Daisy. All right, y'all. I'll get this uploaded either later tonight or in the morning. And happy trading, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.